Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Saturday night's main event. We're going to be continuing... Oh, no.
Is that who I think it is?
Charles, they're back. That music is back. It's not Nikki Cross this time. No, this is a tag team match for the World Tag Team Championships on the Raw brand. It's the Wyatt Six again. This time represented by Dexter Lumis and Joe Gacy.
And these two have the same uneasy, field around them, the same one that Nikki Cross did.
I would argue, Charles, that I think these two are going to be even more sadistic. And the reason why I say that, Dexter Lumis is actually on his third go-round with the WWE. You see, he signed with us in 2019, and then he got released in 2022. And then he came back later that August. And then he got released again in 2024. And now he's back as a member of the Wyatt Six. And Joe Gacy walking alongside him in that awful sheet mask of his. He's been wrestling with the WWE for almost as long. But all that we really know is that he was normal. And then he encountered Uncle Howdy just once. And he has never been the same since.
Maybe Uncle Howdy saw something in him, or at least wanted to use him as a puppet in the Wyatt Six, and that's what he's doing tonight, making them do his bidding.
I don't doubt that at all, Charles, but now we're going to be introduced to the team that I'm rooting for to win this match because the Wyatt Six creep me out too much. Charles, we are about to witness history in the making. We have the Motor City Machine Guns coming out. Formerly of TNA, both of these men, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, are TNA veterans. And now they've come all the way to WWE to bring their skills to us. And they're going to be fighting for their World Tag Team Championship.
Yes, indeed, and that is going to sincerely bring so much excitement to this match. To have these men come from TNA and make their statement there, what could they do in the WWE tonight?
I am excited to see, Charles. Both of these men exude charisma. They are connecting with the crowd on levels that are not usually found in tag teams, but both of these men have the capability in the ring, on the mic, out of the ring, wherever they need it, and they're going to be fighting for that belt right there. That is the WWE World Tag Team Championship.
And here we go, the ref showing the belts, showing the reward that they will get.
And both of these teams look ready. Dexter Lumis looks sadistic. And now they're starting up with a simple lockup, throwing Dexter Lumis into the corner, and immediately a tag has been made.
Oh, big forearm to the head.
Multiple forearms to the head, and now a knee drop onto that forehead into an enziguri to the back of the head. And now,
but after all that, he reverses.
Dexter Lumis not showing any signs of slowing down in the beginning of this match. Quick chops to the chest of that member.
Ooh. That could not have been good for his neck.
Not at all. And if you're wondering, that's Alex Shelley in the ring right now, and Chris Sabin is out on the apron. Not an intentional rhyme, but I'll take it where I can get it. Alex Shelley out on the apron. Dexter Lumis punching him in the fist. Punching him with his fist in the head, and now a back body drop onto the apron. That has gotta hurt, ladies and gentlemen.
No matter how much that the Motor City Machine Guns have done in the TNA ring, I don't think that back will ever be the same.
Not at all. Dexter Lumis and Alex Shelley outside of the ring. The ref has started counting up to a count of 4. Dexter getting back into the ring. He might be trying to go for a count-out victory, but I don't think that would be very smart. And Oh, that is just rude. Taking an opportunity to drop kick Chris Sabin off of the apron while his partner gets demolished in the corner.
Back into that same turnbuckle. A tag is made. Oh, big super kick from both of the men.
That had to have hurt Dexter Lumis's chin. Whoa! And now Joe Gacy is in.
He must have taken some offense to that kick. Another tag is made.
What is this maneuver?
Whoa!
And I think Alex Shelley was going for a back body drop onto Joe Gacy, but I don't think he got it. He landed on his knees. And now Joe Gacy throwing him into the corner. And now a tag has been made once again. Dexter, now the legal man.
Oh!
And a double shoulder tackle from both of the Wyatt Six.
They locking up. Boom!
A full
right
Nelson
onto the
slam
back
from Dexter Lumis and into a pin attempt.
Only a 1.5.
Chris Sabin calling for the pin, calling for a tag. Dexter Lumis aura farming to the crowd.
Tried to go after him, saying we're not done yet, but oh, giving a boot right to the neck.
And Chris Sabin tried to do a moonsault, but was caught by Dexter Lumis's knees, but he's countered any attempt possible into a DDT. And now throwing him into that corner once again. Is he going to go for a tag? Yes, he is. Alex Shelley, once again, the legal man.
Here we go. Just back and forth, and a diving knee to his head.
A kick to the back of the head leading to a pin attempt, and that's still only going to be a 1.5 count. Dexter Lumis is not showing any signs of fatigue. He's not showing any signs of losing any of his speed. Giving that body slam to Alex Shelley outside of the ring, but Alex Shelley countering it, taking Dexter's feet out from under him.
And Dexter throwing Alex back into the ring.
And now, Dexter about to get a neck breaker from Alex Shelley.
Oh!
And another neck breaker from Alex Shelley.
Look at Alex just throwing Dexter wherever he pleases. But Dexter doesn't like that with a super kick back to his head.
And now, Joe Gacy, the legal man, Alex Shelley with a quick kip up into another neck breaker. He's focusing on the necks of both of these men. That's a very vital part that needs to be protected, and if those parts aren't protected, this match is going to be over soon.
Oh, look at Chris setting up. Over the shoulders. Boom!
And they call that a Falcon driver, but it's not going to do much. Dexter Lumis breaking that up. And like I said in the first tag match of tonight, when the partner starts to break up the pins, that's because they're concerned and they're scared that this is going to be a loss.
Oh, wait, what's happening outside our announcer table?
Charles, it seems like Chris Sabin and Joe Gacy are fighting in the top right corner of the ring right now, outside of the ring, in front of the barricade. These fans that got a front row seat are really getting their money's worth.
Look at him just taunting at him. Almost like he's bored. That's what he's saying to him. And he throws Chris back into the ring.
The ref made it to a count of 7. again, I don't think it's smart for the Wyatt Six to be going for a countout victory, because if it is a countout victory, even with that big cutter from Dexter Lumis, if we get a countout victory, no one gets the belt.
Yeah, I'd hate for all of this onslaught from each other, both of these teams, and just for it all to go to waste. But I don't think that's entirely what they have in mind. Chris throwing Dexter in there, and look what he's doing. Trying to bash in the skull.
And now Dexter tagging Joe Gacy back in. And a big backdrop onto Chris Sabin.
A pin. Only a 1.
And now Joe Gacy. I think he was going to start pummeling on the temple. But Chris Sabin was able to counter. And Chris Sabin able to counter once again. Trying to go for a kick to the gut. And now Joe Gacy using a lariat to knock Chris out of the ring.
Oh, come on. Look at this. What the heck is going on here? Look at this.
Joe Gacy stalking Alex Shelley. The referee counting once again.
And they're back at the ring.
Big suplex
Joe
from
Gacy.
Joe Gacy.
Whoa.
Going for that pin attempt. The referee smacking Joe on the back of the leg to only show that it's a 1 count.
He must have been trying to say, like, come on, don't go unconscious now. You still got a belt to win.
The referee is definitely earning his paycheck. And now Alex Shelley, the legal man, once again calling for Joe Gacy to rise to his feet from the middle rope. And a diving axe handle.
But he ain't done yet. And neither is Joe Gacy, just throwing a flurry of hits.
He's locked in a sleeper hold. Is this going to end by submission?
Let's see. Does Alex have it? No, it seems he's not done yet.
Alex has a lot left to give, and he's just smacked Joe Gacy on the side of the face.
He must have taken offense to that submission hold.
Chris Sabin, now the legal man. And a drop kick causing a suplex. Now Chris, aura farming to the crowd. Dexter, now the legal man.
Ooh, try to get a super kick off.
Catching Chris with that huge clothesline into a spine buster.
Ooh. A 2 count. Oh, and a spine buster into a kip up after that? What are these men made out of?
Whatever it is that they're made out of, the WWE Universe is leeching off of it and feeding into their energy. Dexter Lumis tagging back out. Joe Gacy, now the legal man, once again. Chris Sabin is on the ground, getting picked up by Joe Gacy. And now, Joe is throwing him into the corner. I can only imagine what he's got planned for him.
I don't think Chris is excited for it.
And he's just scraping his forearm against the side of his face.
That cannot feel pleasant. And then now into a flurry of kicks to the abdomen.
Whoa!
Oh!
Are we sure that wasn't a 3 count?
I heard 3 smacks.
That third smack might have been Alex Shelley saving his partner. And that could have very well turned the tide of this match, because now Alex Shelley tagged back in as the legal man. And now a drop kick into a face buster. And a springboard
And look at
moonsault.
that. And here we go, Joe Gacy.
Throwing him back into that corner. only for Alex Shelley to counter it with an elbow to the face, and Joe Gacy countering with an elbow of his own.
Back into the turnbuckle. What have we got planned here? Oh!
Big body splash from Joe Gacy. And throwing him back into that corner. He's got to have some sort of bigger plan here. He can't just stay in that corner.
Well, maybe that's what he wants.
You can't win a match from a corner, Charles. Oh! Chris Sabin with a cheap shot.
And now look at him. Oh. Alex just kicking Joe Gacy in the abdomen. He's picked him up. Oh, big power bomb.
I'm surprised that Alex was able to get Joe Gacy up. Alex is a lot smaller than Joe, but apparently he's got the same kind of strength. And Chris tried to go for a kick to the face, didn't quite get it, and that may have caused him, because now Joe Gacy throwing him to the ground like a sack of potatoes.
Dexter Lumis tagged back in. Chris on the ropes. But apparently he used that to his advantage, because that was a trap, and now look at him.
The Falcon Driver, once again. And he's tagging Alex back in. Now Alex,
here goes
locking
Alex
in a submission maneuver.
Could this be it? Could this be? And apparently not. Apparently Joe Gacy doesn't want to see that future, because he's just taken Alex out of that submission hold.
And a big forearm from the middle rope from Alex Shelley to Dexter. And now I think he tried to go for maybe a headbutt or a splash, but he didn't quite get it. Now,
that sweat in between their eyes. Whoa!
Whoa! And now
Oh,
Alex
into
with another pin attempt. And Dexter.
Whoa! It keeps going!
And now
it
Alex
keeps going! I thought we'd be doing that all day, Kevin.
If we got paid to see that all day, I might come to work more often. And now
Dexter Lumis.
Joe Gacy, the legal man, once again. There has been so many tags within this match, it's hard to even keep track. But with that brain buster from Alex Shelley, this match could be over soon. But Joe Gacy going into the Motor City Machine Guns corner with a huge forearm to the face of Alex Shelley.
That was devastating. Joe Gacy throwing Alex into their favorite corner, and a tag has been made. Look at that cutter, just devastating.
What's Dexter got planned for Alex?
Oh, he wants him to get up. He's got something.
And
but Alex saw it!
Countered into a power slam.
It seems like, I know that these two men are TNA veterans, but it seems like they know everything that the Wyatt Six are planning.
These men have a lot of years under their belt, and with that splash from Chris Sabin, now the legal man, it is apparent that the Motor City Machine Guns are the new WWE Tag Team Champions.
And they have proved the impact that they can make on Saturday Night Main Event, and not only just this pay-per-view, but the entire WWE universe as well.
I am convinced that this title reign is going to last a long time, Charles, and that was the last tag team match of the night. We have got more matches planned, but now we're going to get into something different. We're going to get into a 6-man battle royal. Never mind, we've got a women's match up first.
Kevin, I think you're getting too excited about what's going on later tonight. I mean, not to say that this is any less from the 6-man Royale. I mean, I'm excited for every match, but the main event is not yet. We still got more.
I'm aware of that. I don't know if you heard that metal noise before her music kicked in. I dropped my can of beer. I've been drinking a little bit too much of it. I thought it was beer, but it's actually vodka inside of a beer can. And now we've got Becky Lynch coming out to the ring. She is confident. She's a former women's world champion. Now she's going to be fighting for the women's intercontinental championship against an opponent that she is not aware of.
And to the WWE Universe, we have no idea who it is as well. But I'm sure that whoever it could be, Becky Lynch is surely a driving force, going to be a driving force against them.
Becky Lynch, as I said, a former women's world champion, a former women's tag team champion. She's won the Women's Royal Rumble. She's main evented WrestleMania. She has all the accolades necessary. She has all the advantages. The only thing that is uncertain is her opponent. Who are we going to see go up against Becky tonight? Coming out of AAA, it's Flamer.
Just look at that. What a stylish attire.
Ladies and gentlemen, ever since WWE and AAA started a partnership, we have been predicting that we are going to see more AAA talent in the WWE, and now is an example of that. Now, Flamer, her full name is Lady Flamer, Charles. She has only been wrestling since 2009, and now she is in the WWE challenging in her debut match for the Women's Intercontinental Championship.
Well, she must have a lot of confidence under her belt, because going up against Becky Lynch, a multi-championship holder, she must have a lot of confidence.
And I should mention, Charles, I said that she debuted in 2009. She was only born in 1999. She's been wrestling since she was 10.
Oh my. Then she must be, I mean, with that, she has to be very experienced, and that's the reason why she has a lot of confidence to go for the Intercontinental Championship in this match on her debut.
But is that going to be too much confidence? It could be, as Becky Lynch already locking in an armbar.
And while I wasn't confident that it was going to end the match this early, that armbar was devastating from Becky Lynch.
Yes, Charles, it was. And I'm getting word, this is an I Quit match.
This is an I Quit match?
This is an I Quit match. That decision was made just before the match happened. Now, for the viewers at home, as Becky Lynch throws Lady Flamer all over the ring, an I Quit match means that your opponent has to either tap out or say the words I quit into the microphone.
And with that being said, these two women are going to use anything at all in order to make the other person just give up and quit.
Yes,
anything, weapons, tacks, anything that they can get their hands on.
And that's apparent, as you saw earlier. Becky Lynch was using that kendo stick made out of solid bamboo, people, to whack against the back and the head of Lady Flamer. And now, as Lady Flamer is locking in her own submission move, a backbreaker of sorts on Becky Lynch.
Could this be it for Becky?
And you heard her, ladies and gentlemen. She growled no. She is not ready to give up. Lady Flamer is going to have to put a lot more effort into hurting Becky Lynch in order for her to give up that easily. And that could do it. That's a double knee drop onto the back of Becky Lynch.
No matter how many years you've been in this business, no matter how much time you've put into the performance center, that's gotta hurt. You cannot build any kind of resistance to that.
No, you cannot. And now Becky Lynch, a big suplex, causing Lady Flamer to land on her back. And now she's going for another armbar.
But this time, a lot more devastating.
She's driving that knee into her back.
Look at that. That is... Oh, that's just brutal.
And Lady Flamer's not giving up. And now Becky Lynch with a quick suplex into another armbar.
Just look, I think she wants to break her arm, Kevin.
I think she's trying a lot harder than I've ever seen. And wait, did we hear that correct? Becky Lynch.
It's
that
over.
Was so quick.
That was incredibly fast. Becky Lynch,
your new Women's Intercontinental Champion. I'm sorry for the shock in my voice, ladies and gentlemen, but that was just so fast.
Hold on, Kevin. Can we get a stopwatch on that?
That might have only been a 5-minute match.
I mean, that just goes to show, I guess, how much power that Becky has.
I completely agree. And now we're getting to the match that I was talking about earlier when I was on the Suds. We now have a 6-man battle royal, but not just a battle royal. These are all brand new signees to the WWE. And this is a showcase of the rookies, Charles. All 6 of these are new signings for the WWE, and they're looking to showcase their talent. Up first, we have the El Santo, hailing out of Mexico. This is the son of a legendary luchador, only known as the Saint, from Mexico. And he is making his professional wrestling debut for the WWE right in front of us tonight, Charles.
I'm excited to see what he can do.
He has described himself as a ladies' man, always looking not only to showcase his love for the women, but also his love for professional wrestling to the crowd.
And I can absolutely respect that.
Best of luck to El Santo in his debut match tonight. But again, he's going to be going up against 5 other people. Who is our second entrant? Do you hear church music?
I think I do.
I'm sorry.
Is this Devon?
Is Father Devon back?
No, he retired.
He did retire. Well, then who else could it be?
It can't be The Undertaker.
No. I should have known. I'm looking at my papers here, Charles. This is someone that they only refer to themselves as Father Jacob.
Well, what's a pastor doing in a WWE?
Well, we did get a bit of a short interview with him, and all that he had to say was that he was formerly a sinner himself, Charles, but after being viciously attacked by a lion in the desert, yes, you heard that right, a lion in the desert, he found his way towards redemption and has dedicated himself to not only following the word, but also converting people to the right side. And he has said that he has come to the WWE to purge it of its sins and sinners.
Well, I don't know what to think. I mean, I'm excited, but at the same time, I'm confused about what he's going to do in the ring.
All that I know is that he has dedicated, and he said this in his interview, he's dedicated every match he has at this point up until he stops to the word itself and to the man upstairs. He is here to make a statement, and that statement is for his God. Now, he didn't say it's the God, but he said it's his God, and I can only imagine what that would mean. And as he points to the sky, that's who he's pointing to, saying that this match is for him.
Well, as soon as he gets ready in the ring, we're going to see who's next and then see who's going to face the wrath of his God.
Now, if you notice, Charles, we turned his music off before he's done posing. That was his own request because he said he wanted the last few minutes of his walk to the ring to be a moment of silence dedicated to his lord.
Well, I mean, I gotta respect that, like, for his religion. I mean, I can respect that, but who in the locker room isn't going to respect that?
Did you see the scars on his chest?
I think I did.
That had to have been from that lion attack. And now we've got our third opponent coming out. Ah, yes. If I'm correct, yes. This is hailing out of Japan. This is the man only referred to in English as the Vindictive One.
And what a name, what a title that is.
Now, for the viewers at home, vindictive basically translates to an intense desire for revenge. And making his debut tonight in the WWE, the Vindictive One has made it clear that he has some sort of a, I guess you could call it a gripe or a grudge against someone or something. And he is here to make a statement and get that revenge. Maybe we'll find out in the next couple weeks, maybe even longer, what exactly that revenge is over. But now he's here to show off.
And here we go with the next competitor coming out. Who could it be?
The next competitor, I believe... Yes, that's right. No, ladies and gentlemen, that is not Mankind. That is James Scott. That is, I kid you not, Charles, an escaped mental patient who is signed with the WWE.
And he just happened to be a fan of Mankind, or did he find his gear in the Hall of Fame?
I think either one of those are a good possibility, Charles. He didn't say why he's here. He said he just ended up here and he wants a job. And I don't know who the hiring person is, but we gave him a job and now he's here. I'm a little afraid for my safety as well as anybody else's safety and his safety.
And also, I don't know if you noticed, Kevin, but he has the Iron Sheik's boots on.
I did see that. I hope that they fit because they don't look comfortable.
No, they don't, but at the same time, those can do, as we found out years ago, those boots can do some damage.
Yes, they absolutely can. And who is our next opponent? This is number 5, I believe. And yes, this, unfortunately, Charles, is the man who calls himself, we don't know his real name, he calls himself Sad World.
Sad World, Kevin?
Sad World. This, ladies and gentlemen, is someone who is trying to push his mixtape on SoundCloud by appearing on WWE. The only reason why he became a professional wrestler and is dedicating his body and his mind and his years to violence and destruction is to push his mixtape on SoundCloud.
Well, if that's his driving force, then I don't think he's going to be very well welcomed.
I don't doubt that at all. And you can hear the boos in the crowd. They are not respecting this man because he doesn't respect them. He's not doing this for the love of the business. He's doing it for the love of himself.
I mean, you gotta think. Like, doing all this for, like, a music career, is it worth it to tax your body that much?
No, it is not. But with that being said, Charles, this is our last opponent in this battle royal. And yes, you are seeing this correctly. That, Charles, is a woman wrestler, Stephanie San Juan, hailing out of the Philippines.
I am terrified for these men because we've seen how much damage that these can do. Starting off with Nia Jax all the way all the years ago, showing that
there's China, there's Beth Phoenix, there was Karma in the Royal Rumble. women fighting with men in the WWE can only lead to harm for the men that they are fighting. And Stephanie San Juan is no exception. She calls herself the Flying Filipino, and she considers herself, as all 6 of these people start to brawl, she considers herself a bit of a superhero, dedicating all of her wins to the men, women, and children from the Philippines.
And, you know, I gotta respect that, and I completely... I'm completely happy that she dedicates her career to that. I mean,
Absolutely.
That's very...
And as this
very
match
noble.
gets started, we can see that there is not any cohesion within this match. These opponents are just getting in shots and licks wherever they can on whoever that they can. And we've got our first elimination attempt, Sad World attempting to eliminate Father Jacob,
Whoa.
getting some help from the Vindictive One.
Oh! And they keep trying.
But he's not going to go out that easily. And now El Santo dragging Stephanie over to the corner, and Sad World fighting the Vindictive One in the other corner, while the Father has just powerbombed James Scott in the middle of the ring.
It's hard to keep track of what's going on, Kevin.
Yes, it is. And ladies and gentlemen, as I said, this is a battle royal match, meaning that the only way that you can eliminate an opponent, yes, because this is an elimination match, you can only eliminate them by throwing them over the top rope. When they are thrown over the top rope and outside, they are eliminated and out of this match.
Look at that, just a running forearm to Stephanie. Oh!
And James Scott not wanting to go out that easily. Stephanie trying to just cause any damage that she can. The Vindictive One is laying out El Santo in the background, and Sad World and the Father are fighting in the left corner. There is so much going on, and there is no way that only 2 of us can keep track of it.
Exactly. I mean, even earlier, with you were talking about Father Jacob and Sad World going at it, I think I saw Father Jacob just choking him.
As I said, the Father is here to spread the word and forgive the people with his fists.
Oh! Gosh!
And now, just Father Jacob attempted to go for a big elbow on Stephanie San Juan, but that was not enough. She moved out of the way, and now Sad World going up to the top rope, calling for El Santo, but he gets up quicker and throws him off the turnbuckle.
Vindictive One. Trying to make an elimination attempt.
But I don't think he's going to get to that easily. Whoa! And I think we just saw a spear from Father Jacob.
Look at how brutal his message. The brutality. Oh, and he's gone!
James Scott is our first elimination of the night from Father Jacob.
And apparently he's going to go back home to the asylum and recuperate.
We may see him again. For all I know, he may get captured and put in a straitjacket after this. And now Father Jacob is pounding away on the forehead of El Santo. And there's only 4 people. Did we lose someone?
I think we did. I think Sad World is out.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Stephanie San Juan has eliminated Sad World. And now things are starting to get a little calmer, but only more destructive, as El Santo and Stephanie San Juan are fighting in the corner, while the Vindictive One and Father Jacob are going on the other side.
And look at that. Look at what Father Jacob is doing. Just pummeling his message into the skull of the Vindictive One.
And now, we just got another elimination.
Look at what Stephanie is doing. Just a powerhouse.
And it's amazing how she can be a powerhouse. She's only 5'4".
And look at the size difference, but that doesn't matter because I think that was a Hurricane Rana. Oh!
And a spear from Father Jacob might have put a stop to her momentum.
Oh! Oh, Superman punch was going for it, but Stephanie was able to weave out of the way.
She only was able to get caught by a power slam after that. And now the Vindictive One also getting a power slam from Father Jacob. All three of our remaining competitors have been so dominant tonight.
And look, Father Jacob with a power bomb. Here comes Stephanie out of nowhere, lifting the father up into the air.
That was a brain buster. And now Stephanie San Juan with her San Juan splash.
What a beautiful maneuver. And then she keeps going. That momentum is back. She's not out of gas.
She's calling for the Vindictive One to get up to his feet. What else could she do? She's trying to go for a chop. And she counters with a kick to the gut. And now Father Jacob has put her down with a lariat.
Oh, but she's not done yet with a kick to the abdomen. She's on the ropes. Father Jacob trying to make an elimination attempt.
And Stephanie San Juan has been eliminated.
What a last drive of momentum. But the Vindictive One using that momentum that Father Jacob used against him. Trying to eliminate him off the top rope. Can he do it?
And Father Jacob, with a shot to the jaw and a kick to the face, has put the Vindictive One down, pounding away at his face once again. One of these men is going to be the winner, and I don't know who it could be. Is it going to be the father? Is the father going to eliminate the Vindictive One?
It could be!
Yes, he is!
It is! Apparently his message was true. Because Father Jacob is the winner of this six-man royale.
Father Jacob clearly has a lot to show. Ladies and gentlemen, stay right there. We're going to be back with more after this. Don't go away. We're only about halfway done, and we are just getting started.